Hi guys, welcome back to another Matchbox Garage video. I'm Rob and today I shall be attempting to take this Hot Wheels blazing bug from shabby to shiny. Actually, it's not too bad, but I just felt that it needed a better set of wheels and a better paint job and a little bit of detail, and I think I could really bring it up to the next level on this one. But this one I actually picked up with a few little bits from when I was away last weekend for my birthday, and I picked this one up along with a few others, and you will see those as well in the future. But when I got back from that holiday, I'd done the last video, which was very kind of people obviously sending me stuffs, but also just this week Mr. Tony Hughes, he also sent through a package. It was more of a kind of package for my parts box, but within there's some lovely ones as well that'll be restored. But anyway, I've chosen this one today, and you'll see the unboxing towards the end of the video. But yeah, let's move on now with the video. We've drilled down the centre of the post, removed the flange and tap that hole. Please remember to lubricate your piece. But yeah, all the parts and pieces that I use you can find in the Amazon links down below. But here is the little bug. Actually rolls really well and still does now, but yeah, it simply reads underneath Hot Wheels Mattel 1983, the best year of all time. But yeah, we have pre-drilled this one. I think the 1983 really drew me into buying this one today. Of course, my birth year. But yeah, a little tab on the rear there that seats just behind the engine cover there, and of course that kind of screw needed for the front end. Now the wheels and axles will remove. I will be going with an aftermarket set of wheels today, and the interior there nicely detailed, and we'll be able to bring some of those details out shortly. Now using my Dremel, I will, instead of just bending the axles, because I don't want to kind of bend the little axle piece that holds the axles in place, so quickly switching out my, I think this is the chuck, I believe. Well, just saying the word chuck actually makes me sad right now, because I've been watching the series Chuck. If you haven't watched it, I highly recommend it, and I watch it via Amazon Prime, and I just went to watch an episode tonight, and I'm around halfway through series 3, and they've seemed to have removed it from Amazon Prime, and I have to pay for it now, which is a real bummer. I don't know, I'll have to find some other means to continue watching it. But anyway, back to the casting here. As you can see, what I've done was I just drilled a little bit through the axle, enough for me to easily bend it and obviously remove. Now I was going to go straight to the footlong, but remembering the previous Hot Wheels I'd done and the absolute nightmare to get that paint off, and I've known myself, but I've seen so many comments down below to say, Rob, with these ones, give it a little key first, because I'm sure it will help with the paint removal process. And as you can see here, gone over it just lightly, but ultimately I think kind of going over the raised edges and corners, and I think that allows the caustic solution to get under the larger panels of paint. But yeah, into the footlong with boiling water, and in comes a tablespoon of caustic soda. So giving it a little swishy swish and putting it to one side to let it do its business. You can actually see a little bit of paint already rising to the top there, but it's just the kind of decal of the red there. But yeah, whilst that's doing its business, we'll clean up the interior. And it was just a little bit of dust, so easily cleaned. And I shall be painting this up. I was going to keep the base in the kind of, I guess, raw condition, I think it's got some great little detail. But I just think that if I was to paint it black and then bring back the detail with chrome, it would look that little bit better. Seeing the final result now, I'm glad I did that. But we'll be just using the Pound Shop matte black, and yeah, we did get a lovely shine on that base. Thanks for everybody that actually bid on and certainly won the recent round of eBay cars, making a little extra room for further activities, and it kind of puts a few pennies into the pot just to buy some more, well, castings and supplies. So yeah, thanks a lot, guys. But moving on to the interior here. Some lovely little detail on the kind of back shelf, which includes, as I look at it, a spanner, a fire extinguisher, a tyre iron, and what appears to be a toolbox. Now, it's been probably 15 or 20 minutes, so it's a little bit cool to the touch. You can see on the left side there a large white flap. I wonder whether we will achieve 100% paint removal today. I didn't hold my hopes up too high, to be honest. But actually, not too bad. The mass majority of paint is gone. We have a teeny tiny little bit in that corner and a teeny tiny little bit in that corner. Around a 99.92% removal. Close, really close, just not close enough, but hey, we'll take that. And I'll start polishing up, give you a little sample of the I'd like to say the bonnet, but being a rear engine car, I guess the front is the boot or trunk for you guys across the pond. But yeah, this one will come out quite nice. There's a couple of casting lines, so before I go into primer, I shall take this little bit of sandpaper and give it a go over, just to try and take as much of those out. We'll be using the black primer here. I wonder whether you notice, I certainly can on my computer as I do the voiceover, but yeah, the quality of just this little section seems to be less than the rest. It seems like I had my camera, I used my phone camera to be honest, but it seems I had it at the time in the portrait rather than landscape, so I don't know, it seems to have lost a bit of quality now that I've turned it around. But anyway, there it is, the primer, and we'll start off with a silver base coat. We're going to be going with a candy today. And this gets 2 coats of the silver. And there's the first. Looks quite nice in silver, but yeah, we'll be going with the candy. This is the Green Stuff World Candy Ink, the Jade Green. And I went with quite a few coats of this one actually, probably about 4 coats in total. Comes out quite thin, so you can just build it up and get it as dark as you want. After this, I hit it up with some clear coat just off camera. But yeah, later on in the day, you can see I've chromed out that roll cage, added a little bit of colour to those details, and look at this, almost looks wet. The strip on the side there, I used a file, and I was petrified because I thought, please do not scratch the paint, and yeah, I got away with it, and yeah, it looks perfect. Like I say, that black base now, and start to chrome out those details. And then we've got a staggered set of alloy wheels, larger on the back and smaller on the front. Really cool. But anyway, this is a little reminder of what she looked like. So this is the result. You can see we've chromed out those front headlights and the blinkers on the front fenders there. The staggered look on these wheels. This would go great over the dunes, I'm sure. That chrome line, or that's really the body underneath, but it does have the clear coat just to keep it protected. Chrome in that rear end there, pulling out all the details. But this paint really does shine. That candy green, to me, I think that's hard to beat. It's beautiful. Please do remember, with 2,000 likes, it could be yours. So now I just want to take this opportunity to thank my amazing patrons. Thanks again, guys. And thanks for watching the video. Please stick around for the tiny little unboxing, and thanks again to Tony Hughes. Hi guys, welcome back to another Matchbox Garage unboxing video. Here we have just a little mini one. I will open this up second. This one first. This one from Tony Hughes, who sent me a few packages now, and he did message me on my Facebook page and said, Rob, I'm going to send you something. It's for parts really, but you know, there might be something in there that you can use. So let's have a little look through here first, and indeed there's a note, so we are safe. Dear Rob, this little package was put together so I could send you the 3 window units for the Matchbox number 20 Lamborghini Marzal, which I know you have said in the past you have a few with busted windows, and that is true. I always, at one point I had probably, I want to say 7 or 8 of the Lamborghini Marzals, and I think only 1, maybe 2 with actual window units that were usable. They're all cracked, they're all busted. So looks like here we have the Lamborghini Marzal window units, which I shall, well, look after very much. The other bits are a filler for the spares bin, so do not waste postage. Well, thank you very much, Tony. Yeah, you know, the spares bin that I do have to the side of me, I dip into it, you know, on the regular occurrence, whether I need kind of like little steering wheels for cars, or maybe I need some wheels, or you know, interior pieces or window sections. You know, I have really used that little spares bin, and you know, I could probably build several cars from that spares bin, and perhaps I'll do that soon. But anyway, let's have a little look, see what we got. Straight off the bat, this is funny. In one of the recent videos, I mentioned and actually received one of these piston poppers, and I'd mentioned that, you know, in all the cars and time that I've been doing this, you know, I've never got one in actual, you know, with the engine piece here, and more like buses, 2 come along at once, and this one actually works, so that's quite cool. Not only is it jumping up and down the clear part, but the red pistons also going up and down, so that is a definite restoration project coming up. We have not 1, not 2 but 3 of these, the Dodge Charger Mark IIIs, and I haven't done any restoration or customization on one of these. It's really weird. I always find with these, see that window section, it does come down. It's only attached here by this tab, and yeah, quite a gap. As you can see, this one's not too bad, although it has started to go a little bit. But yeah, that's something I need to certainly do a restoration of at some point. We got the Baja buggy, missing an engine piece there. Oh, that's interesting. This one, no, it hasn't come apart, but it appears to have the normal wheels on the front, but very strangely some Hot Wheels Redline knockoff wheels on the back. The Porsche 910, I've done one of these, maybe 2 now, over the last, oh, it's coming up to almost 2 years I've been doing this, would you believe? Over 300 videos now. This one is the full Capri, so this one would have had a bonnet, an opening bonnet, most likely in black, and I wonder if I've got a spare. Something like this I really do like. I guess the Europeans' take on the Ford Mustang. We have the tyre fryer here. I've never done one of these. The oversized engine, I guess, has probably put me off a little bit, but now that I've done a lot of castings, these kind of things will need to be done. And we have 2 of those, and you know, they were probably supposed to be the same colour, but as you can see, a little bit lighter than the other, and that's why I'm not kind of too strict on the colours, and you know, if they need to be 100% original, if they're in the ballpark, it done Lesney, so it will do me. This one is a number 51 combine harvester, and nice to see the top piece there. That's actually not in bad condition. Here we have the Formula 1 number 34 Matchbox. He's a solid plastic driver. We had one the other day that was rubber that I thought was quite interesting. Alright, so we've got another Dodge Charger, this time though in the pink. I've got a few of these already, and that's not counting those green ones, but all the ones I have are green, so quite nice and interesting to see a pink one there. Here we have the Mercury, couple of little pooches in the back there. Unfortunately, we've got some damage on the windscreen, a little bit of a dent on that A-pillar, but that's fixable. I've got a couple of these, and perhaps this one is ripe for restoration. These are one of my favourite castings. This is the 300 SE. Of course, we've got the broken windscreen there, and they're always missing that boot lid, which is a shame. I think I've got 2 or 3 of these castings that could all do with a replacement boot lid. This one is a Caterpillar, which is quite interesting. I'm assuming it should have had some rubber tracks around there. And then last but not least, we have a pair of big bulls. Again, looks like we're missing the rubber track, but otherwise very cool. Thank you very much, Tony, I very much appreciate it. And then now I have, so if you remember in a recent video. I think, when was it? Last week or maybe the week before now? I don't know. Time kind of rushes me by. But I was away for the weekend, my kind of birthday week, and whilst I was down on the south coast of England, we visited some antique shops, and I picked up a few little bits from a couple of shops. So, you know, bits that I thought were either interesting or, you know, to add to my little collection. Okay, let's start with this one. This is a 1983, the best year of all time. It's a Hot Wheels 85p, and I thought that was quite a sweet little bug there. I thought with a different set of wheels and perhaps I don't know, like a candy paint job, nice bit of detail and an engine in the back, I thought that would make quite a nice little video. This I really liked, not for restoration, it cost me £1.10. I just thought this was nice for the collection. Looks really clean. It's a number 63 Foamite. It still had the airport crash tenders there in position, and the you know, the little kind of water soaker on the front, and it's a gold one, which I'm sure that I see Marty. Did he restore? I'm sure he restored something like this, or maybe this, and there was like a silver one, and he mentioned that the gold ones are a little bit more rare, so I think that was another reason why I picked it up. But yeah, £1.10. This one, 85 pence. Unsure now why I picked it up, but I think I must have liked it. This is a Majorette, Majorette Magiris. The wheels are a bit busted out. We are missing the kind of little door flap on the rear there. Would have had stickers probably on both sides, but they're no longer with us, and I think the windscreen is okay, but I just thought with a different set of wheels, freshen up, that'd be quite a nice little truck. £1.10 for this beautiful Mustang, the number 8 with the move-in steering there. I think the windscreen appears to be intact. You've got some kind of scuffs on it, but we can clean that up. It looks like it's been painted, over painted in grey. Although I've done one or two of these, I don't, you know, I think maybe a restoration, maybe kind of going with that grey would look quite nice. This one is a very odd one. This one I actually paid the most for, £2, but I just thought it was unusual. It's a Matchbox. Now it says Lesney Products USA, which I've never seen before, and made in Hong Kong, which I've never seen before. It's actually a screw-on, which I'd never seen before. And it's a metal base with a plastic top, which I'd never seen before. So with all that together, I just thought I have to pick that up. I'm not going to restore it, but it was interesting. You know, with the thousands of die casts that I have, not having this one, I thought it was worthwhile picking it up. But anyway, any kind of advice or knowledge down in the comment section below would be quite appreciated on this one. And then last but not least, £1.10. Let's take that sticker off so I can read. It does read the Merryweather Marquis Series 3 fire engine, number 9, and looks like there's a bit of a bow in that base, so we'd need to straighten that out. I'm assuming from, you know, being stamped on here. You know, obviously some damage around here. Of course, quite a bit of damage on the top where somebody's probably stood on it. But I think, I'm not sure. Ah, right, yeah. So it looks like we should have 1, 2, 3 pieces going up there, 1 up there. So we're missing kind of 4 pillars, plus straighten it out. I like the fact that the ladder was still in position, although we are missing a piece of the ladder. But I think this is restorable, and for £1.10, that's why I picked it up. I want to kind of do one of these cars today and have this at the end of the video. And actually the one that's jumping at me at the moment is this little bug. So I think I'm gonna kind of customize, it won't be a restoration, I'm gonna customize this little bug, change up the wheels, and this little unboxing will be at the end, and hopefully this turns out quite nice. Hopefully you like it, and yeah, let me know what else you would like to see restored next. Thanks again, Tony, I appreciate it, mate. And yeah, if you've got any info on this one, I'd like to learn. Anyway, cheers guys, see you soon.